All right, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is November 7th. Markets are currently off to flat green start. The NASDAQ is currently up by about 0.25% right now. Looking at two opportunities. Meta to the upside, currently trading at 317.25. Should be trading closer to like 316.75 with the bid-ask spread. Yeah, just got 316.50. As well as Tesla not performing well yesterday, so looking to take these two to the upside. Still got some downside trades from yesterday. Probably going to cut Netflix given the rally this morning at 437. But going to keep on holding the Nvidia puts from yesterday morning. So we'll add a couple longs and get rid of that Netflix 420 put. Might roll it depending on if we get back under the 435 mark. Good morning, Mike. Welcome. But yeah, looking at the 225 calls for Tesla. Looking at the Meta 325s. We'll set an alert for my stop at 314 or below. And then price target on the 325 is actually going to be 325. If I can maybe snag the 320s under 200, I could take that opportunity instead. We'll see. Any diagonal spreads for me? No, not right now. Diagonal spreads are really good for pre-earnings, and all the big tech names have had their earnings already. But let's see. Check out Tesla, TSLA, and we have a really big runner this morning on Microsoft. Is almost 360. So watch out for that name too. It's got a gap up in the after-hour session right now. From a high yesterday at 317.50 to currently 359. Sorry, 357.50 to 359.50 right now. And we do have a lot of Fed speakers, so there could be some volatility. Let's see. Economic calendar. Got Fed Bar speaking at 9:15, so they're probably speaking right now. Fed Waller speaking at 10 o'clock. GDP now, so prediction on where GDP is going to be from Atlanta, and then Fed Williams speaking at 12. So could be a decent amount of volatility today. Alright, here's the opening bell. Let's check on Meta. 316.50, so good snag here. They're trading at 91.90. We'll get just two. Actually, let's check on the 430. Sorry, that's Nvidia. Wrong stock. Netflix. Meta. They're trading at 100 actually. Okay, so we'll get two of these. 108 fill. Tesla, looks like that one's already jumping. Right at 220. They're kind of expensive for the 225s. More than I thought they would have been. Pulling back here under 220. The 230s are going for 125. I feel like even that's a bit much for them. Nvidia trying 460 again this morning, pulling back. Just checking on Netflix. Coming back down to 435. So I might roll that 420 put into a 425. They're going for 80 to 87. $70 to $84. Okay. I'll sell it at 78. And then I'm going to roll that into the 425. Currently at 170. And we're sitting just under 435 right now. Nice pullback starting. I don't want to pay too much for it. But they are getting jacked up here. Looks like we're going to have to pay about 180 on that. Got filled at 180. Good morning, Peter. Welcome. Tesla 225 call ended up dropping. Looks like we got a few names pulling back. Nvidia sitting at 457.50. Nice pullback on Netflix. Changed this on the watch list to the 425. Consumer credit report. Let's see. The impact factor on it. Impact factor on this is only 1 star, so not likely to make big moves. I think you'll get most of the volatility intraday from the different Fed speakers and then the GDP Now report. Yeah, the consumer credit is really, really high. Credit card debt is highest it's ever been. Wow, Tesla's down half. Netflix down to 432. Very nice pullback. That meta trade's not doing so hot, obviously, with this pullback. Down about 40 for that position. The Netflix put, on the other hand, is up about 30 right now. Nice pop here. After that drop under 435. I'd really like to see Nvidia giving some up after its huge rally. But Netflix just kind of sitting in yesterday's range. 431.50 could be some decent support. Alright, here we go. 431, 432. Contracts are already at 230 apiece. Netflix being the biggest loser, competing with Tesla, down 0.5 and 0.6%. Nvidia finally in the red, down 0.15. So I think these names that have been pretty hot, definitely going to give some back today. Let's see how the Qs. NASDAQ is still flat. Break even right now. Especially if we get Microsoft going in the red, that could be pretty troublesome for the market because that one was running really hot this morning. Amazon, nice gap up. Yeah, Amazon's the strongest right now. Still kind of in an uptrend, at least on the 5-minute. Looks like Tesla just under 217.50 right now. Let's see. Those Nvidia puts starting to heat up, maybe. Where are my 440 puts? I have one position. I don't know what the entry. Way up at 263. Now, if it was yesterday and we don't have any news coming out, I would probably be exiting this Netflix position and assuming some chop. But given we got some Fed speakers, again, I think there's going to be more volatility to be had today. But those Netflix puts are up a decent bit right now, trading at 240, 250. Can't hear me? Let's see. Should be good now. Let me move this a little bit closer to my mouth. Should be better. And make sure turn that up. Okay. Should be good now. How's old Meta doing? Meta's trading down at 315.50. Still not quite down to 314 for my stop, but getting pretty ugly here. Netflix down 0.7. I'm kind of surprised that Netflix is down the most right now. They announced some more price hikes. I would have thought that would have had a positive reaction for the stock. Got a few names going back in the green, trading just about break even for Google. So you got 3 names that are rocking it. Microsoft, Apple, Amazon are all solid in the green right now. Let's see where Tesla's catching support. 217.50, almost on the nose. Might take a scalp trade there. The 420. No, wrong one. 225 call is going for 170. The low was at 170. This should be the low right here. If it's gonna bounce again. Nope. Cracking right on through. If we can hold that 217.50 level, I might enter. Yeah. Strong bounce again. Okay. So I'll set my stop at like 165 or so. Currently at 160, 173, 175. Okay. Coming back into it though. Netflix popping back off to the upside. Meta's back up. But Tesla still coming on down. Sort of like yesterday. Alright, I'm going to try to get these at 175. Set the stop just real tight at 160. 173. Or the 160 stop. Yep, blowing that stop. Very bearish first 5-minute first 3 5-minute candles. Apple's still doing hot. So those 3 names that were doing hot this morning are still doing well. Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, and then the names that were in the red still in the red, down 0.4 for Netflix at 433 with a bounce at 431. Nvidia rejected almost at 460 down to 455 again. And Tesla, bloody day yesterday, bloody day again today so far this morning. Chewy's doing pretty good. Looks like we got a dip and a rip back up to yesterday's close nearly 20.75. I did pick up some 22 calls, like I said, at 20 and a half. was my entry. Checking that open position. Right now it's about break even. Bottom at 30. They're trading between 30 and 33. That's 440 puts on NVIDIA, recovering some. Back to 220 right now. NVIDIA all the way down at 452. Rough. That's a pretty substantial drop. Just want to see it crack those yesterday lows at 449. Surprised Amazon is still doing as hot as it has been. This one could warrant a pullback sometime soon. It's trading all the way up at 142 almost, with the 52-week high at 146. It had those few days of consolidation, today popping off, so maybe by the end of today or maybe tomorrow we can take a short. I don't know if we'll go over or under on the 52-week high though at 146. We'll have to see how that shakes out. I'd say that 225 call probably won't go back into that. For Tesla, Meta, some recovery here. Back to 317. Alright, so Netflix. Obviously, you want to see it break the morning low at 431. Ideally, a break under 430 from yesterday's low. That would finally break this uptrend that they've been seeing. And for NVIDIA, you want to see that break in 450, big round number, and then 449 from yesterday's low. That'll break both of those uptrends. Meta still sitting right under 317. Rejected a couple times in the past 10 minutes. Nice pump there. Chewy still trading at 20.75, not moving. Bottomed out at 315. We can get a full ATR move by the end of the day, and those contracts would be trading for 385. Given how flat yesterday was, it gives it a decent shot of that. Almost back at 318, the morning high. Tesla might be recovering off of 216. Back to 217.50. Meta still not quite above that. Morning high looks like it just went barely over 317.90 and pullback. Next key level at 318.33, yesterday's high. Nvidia and Netflix both are sitting in the red, down about 0.5% right now. But we have a pretty mixed market. Amazon's still going up 142, 142.20 at the peak. Microsoft's sitting at 359. What are our 425s going for? They're trading at 236 to 242. Up from 212 at close yesterday. Not bad. I purchased these originally at 184. It's approaching its dividend date, so that might give it some pump. People trying to snag that dividend of 75 cents on it. Let's get rid of this 435 put. Don't have that. Alright. Here's Meta again at 318. Netflix and Nvidia still not moving. They're both sitting 455 for Nvidia and then 432 for Netflix. I think we got about 4 minutes till the next Fed speaker, Fed Waller, in 3 minutes. Since we got longs and short, we can just wait until they speak and see how it impacts the market. Chewy finally breaking out. Where's that? 22 calls up. Just a smidge to 32 from 30. Still waiting on that one to break out. Looks like Meta just broke out a bit more. Let's add that Chewy trade to the watch list so we can keep track on it. Trading at 33 now. Nice breakout above the high right before close. Not the high of yesterday, but maybe we could see this run into yesterday's high at 21.15. Very strong rally after the break. All right, 15 seconds till Waller's gonna speak. Let me detach this and add SPY to the watch list. We should be able to get the headlines off of it. There's Meta at the high of yesterday. 318.30, 318.40 right now. Those calls not doing much better than they were. Might just be another case of being too far out of the money like yesterday. Let's see, 322.5 calls. They're not pumping that much more either. It's very strange. They're not adding much premium on these rallies or dumps. Because that high was about 40 cents more. Delta is 20. So it should have been another 10 cents added to the premium. But it was like an extra penny. No headlines from the Fed speaker right now. Let's see. Fed Waller. Coming out yet. Ever seen a pullback? Let's check in on Tesla. Still trading smack dab at that 217.50 level. Back and forth right now. Looks bearish on the charts. Might take a scalp with a 215 put. $315 right now. Maybe place a 20-cent stop on it. Already coming back. Trading at 330. Alright, I'll take two. With a 295 stop. Getting to be a bit late. If it's under 335, I'll take it, but 340 to 350 is a bit much. Still continuing the downtrend though. 217.50 entry. It was nearly perfect. Looks like Chewy pullback with this too. Yep. Right after making that pop over 2075, coming back down. Nasdaq is still in the green overall though. Amazon trading at 141.75. This name is due for a pullback. It's just a matter of when on it, today or tomorrow. I mean, if we come back below our close, that could be a big hammer. Let's see the 141 put. Currently going for 100. With a 45 delta. So if it drops another dollar, it'll go to 150. Let's see. If we have like a 50-cent stop on it. Delta is 40, so our stop would be 110 minus 40. So 70. Oh wait, no, it'd be a 20-cent stop. Like 85 to 90. Okay. Yeah. I'll take two of them. See if we can maybe get it cheaper. Netflix trading in 431. So yeah, decent pullback on all of these names right now. Still no headlines from Fed Waller though. Alright. Here we go. Trading at 105. I like that entry. What's up? We have more coffee? No, we don't have any more. But yeah, that's probably the last trade I'll make. So that one I want to see a hammer candle starting. Coming back down to 140.55. And that'll be the last trade today. Damn. Netflix jumping again at 431. 431.60 this time. And Nvidia having some trouble staying under 455. Amazon almost making its way back to 142 here. We'll see if that'll be a resistance or if it blows through again. Yeah, not quite getting over 142 here. There it is, 142 and change. Stops at 142.13. Do I think Tesla has a chance to recover? I mean, if the rest of the market is doing okay and green for the day, I would think so, but same thing yesterday, where it was the only name that was in the red, pretty much, so. We finally got some Waller news. Labor market is cooling, getting close to average from before pandemic. Clearly calming down. So that should be bullish for the market. If the labor market is cooling down, then that means he probably agrees that they might not need a hike next month. Sitting right at 142 on Amazon. I'm glad we adjusted our stop a little bit higher. We would have been stopped at 90 there. But we gave ourselves that extra 5 cents of breathing room. Nvidia sitting under 455 again, and Netflix still at 432. These two names just chopping at the lows. Well, I guess Nvidia's a little bit lower on the lows, but yeah, down way at 452. But yeah, that's all the trades from me. We'll see how the Amazon one plays. The rest of them I'm feeling pretty comfortable in. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow at 9:30. See you, everybody.